So as you can see, I have devolved into an 8-bit life form here for viewers at home. But it's okay, because I feel this is much more representative of my personality as a whole, and really the way that I come across to most of my viewers. I doubt most of my viewers even know what I look like. They just turn on the video and then they alt-tab to listen to it while they do other stuff. So, no real big problem.
Two-dimensional.
Yes, I am completely two-dimensional. We've done a little polishing on the portraits. Again, please give me feedback on that. Hopefully it looks a little better. There's some 3D, and there's some shading now. So it looks like it's actually there. So, when we last left, we were in the future. But first we need to rewind back into the past. And now that we are in the past, the three of you are on the Maiden's Deceit, heading north to... actually having just arrived at Foxridge. And there is a revenant of the Daracost on board who is a representative of the Directorate. And there's a naked baby. Oh, she's not naked. Night-night, kiddo. I don't think she saw me. That's fine. Suddenly, that happens on the ship. It's actually one of Millie's grandchildren.
Just comes running into the room with Zariel and's like, Miss Ariel, what time will you be done?
Yes, that's exactly what she does. You have a Daracost on board, a revenant, whose name is Wayun, because Snarg insisted, and I approved. He's not really a member of the Directorate anymore, since the Directorate doesn't exist anymore. So I suppose that's irrelevant. So you get back to Foxridge, and the first thing you notice, and I mean, like, literally, the ship kind of does a little bit of a lurch, and Guido can roll a int check with advantage. No one else gets this roll.
We're passing through some turbulence, please.
Ooh, that's nice. 26.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that means that you recognize that feel, especially since you've started to get used to the ship quite a bit. That was the power systems redistributing to make the weapons power up.
What a terrible design.
So we are all in like a conference room or something?
It's up to you where you guys are. I don't actually know.
The kitchen.
Bacon!
You are once again...
That is the meeting room.
Yes, you guys actually don't have a meeting room. You haven't built one yet, sis. So, you're just hanging out in the kitchen.
Because that's where we've been meeting up.
There's bacon there.
And that's practically what meeting rooms are used for anyway.
Okay. Why did the weapons just power up?
What weapons?
The ships.
Captain, could you come to the bridge immediately? Captain, to the bridge, please.
Sounds urgent. You better go over there right away.
Zariel, care to join me on the bridge?
I'm already heading down that way.
I'm not going on the back again. It did not work out super well last fight.
Come on! Okay, so the three of you march up to the bridge. While you're heading up there, the ship, I'll give it to all three of you, because you're all decently awesome. You feel the ship slowing down. Like, normally, airships have a degree of momentum, inertia canceling built into them, but it's only, like, a percentage, you know? So, for example, if the airship just comes to a dead halt, which it can do, because magical engines, right? You will feel that. You won't go flying into a bulkhead because of the inertia dampening, but you will go... So that happens. Thank you.
So I kind of bump into Guido, who's in front of me.
Clang.
It's not supposed to do that, is it?
No.
Maybe we should run to the bridge.
And then the ship blows up.
Speed.
No, I'm kidding.
Yes.
I'm kidding. You get to the bridge several minutes later. I guess that's a lie. You're running at this point. So you get to the bridge about a minute later. You're just flat out. You get up there. There is a full complement of crew at the moment. There's no station that is absent. And you can tell literally just by looking out the windows really quick what the problem is, because there's an airship fleet, or rather, 2 airship fleets hovering right out there in front of you.
We're at Foxridge, right?
Yeah.
Hacking each other?
Well, that's funny because they're not yet. Excuse me, I shouldn't add that word yet. But no, they are not. Even
Those
from
aren't ours, are they?
Even from a casual visual
Well,
thing,
we do have our what's-your-face person on board with us. Our new liaison.
That's true. You do have Wayun is his name. Wayun.
So
I want you to remember that
gonna,
because I intend him to be like a major
Wayun, is
NPC.
this something you're aware of?
I'm going to roll to see if Wayun's on the bridge. Okay, fine. He's on the bridge. Wayun says, I haven't heard anything about this. This must be fairly recent. Like within the last few hours while we've been traveling.
And Z's gonna grumble under her breath. This is why I wanted the ocean.
So let's see. Keithos is
Craig?
there, Greeley is there, Taranis is there, Craig is there, yeah.
Craig, any idea who these fleets belong to?
Oh, sir, I wasn't trying to do an active scanning. I wanted to wait for your orders first. That might be seen as more of an aggressive action. However, just doing a glance at them really quick, old Good Eyes over there says she thinks that those are Illuvian ships. And those ones over there are clearly of show in the very markings.
So, the answer to that question is some of them are ours and some of them are probably not.
I didn't invite him. It wasn't me.
Whose bright idea was this?
And
No one is claiming you did.
the woman that he referenced, of course, speaks up and says, as an aside, Greeley, as an aside, I don't know if you guys have been looking, but if you it's hard to see up here, but Erg, tilt the ship forward a bit. The whole ship just kind of tilts forward a little bit so you can see out the windows a bit further without having to scan. And you notice that there's clearly a battle happening on the ground. Like clear and distinct signs of a battle happening down there.
Between who?
Well, that's a good question.
I asked that question.
They don't know.
I mean, what races are there down there?
We're waiting order, sir, to see. Oh, I guess, you know what? No. Go ahead and do a wisdom roll. This is actually a really high DC, so I don't think you're going to make it. Anybody wants to do an awareness, basically, a check.
Let me find.
By the way, I don't have all of your new custom feats memorized, so please remind me of them when they come up.
This one, I have one that is coming up. It's called Observant. It just means I can't get below a thing, so it may not help me here.
That's right. That's the can't go below 10 one, is it?
Yes. It may just mean I don't absolutely suck, but don't succeed.
Yeah.
All right. I have like 15 total.
Okay.
I got a 24.
Wow.
What does wisdom, or I mean, what does awareness come from?
Wisdom, like I just said.
Can I use strength for awareness?
Yes. No. So, Sis, what's your roll?
I have a 15.
So Sis and Snarg, as you're looking down there, it's pretty obvious there's a fairly large number of beings down there. In fact, almost suspiciously large. But between the dust and the smoke and the distance, you're basically like a half a mile or a mile out.
Oh, wait. Hang on. I forgot I had this. I'm going to use this.
What?
Once per day, cast Farseeing.
Oh. Okay.
There you go. Now who are they?
Well, hang on. Guido, you still didn't actually quite get enough to really get any details, but you can tell that it's basically all the same race down there, whatever the heck it is. There's a uniform nature to the combat. Snarg, since you cast frickin' Farseeing, those are lycanthropes.
Both sides?
Yeah, nothing but lycanthropes down there.
Are there any distinctive things that separates them, or is it just...
Well, some of them are like wolves, and some are foxes, and some are crocodiles, and some are...
Yeah, well, I mean like regalia or anything of that sort.
Nope.
Weapon types, nothing.
Nope.
Is it our own workers fighting each other?
I
Well,
told you I didn't want lycanthropes.
basically, yes.
Okay. When you get in touch with someone at Foxridge, the Lycans are fighting each other for some reason. Have they
I never thought it might have something to do with the fact that you taking orders from a voice in your head.
Mm-hmm. Have they blockaded the way to the mountain, or are they just watching right now?
The airships?
Yeah.
So, who wants to roll, let's say,
We're a half mile out.
int?
We don't want to take our ship in there. I don't want to roll in.
Okay.
I can.
Why can't you?
No, I can.
This is
15?
basically military tactics is what I'm asking for the roll. What'd you get, Snark?
At 15.
Okay. You have no idea what's going on.
Okay.
There's some kind of tactical situation unfolding before you.
I was supposed to say, you are remembering that
That what?
we now have much shortened
Yeah.
stats.
Yes. Yes, I have run 5th edition before.
So I got an 18.
18.
Wasn't saying that you haven't. run fifth
18
edition.
is good enough to tell at least the basic gist of what's going on. It's pretty clear that whatever the specific circumstances that are going on here, those airships are at a standoff, both sides of them, and neither of them are firing on the ground, and it's likely that's because neither of them are firing on each other. In other words, they're both trying to maintain a sort of balance point right now. You don't.
They're maintaining status quo.
You don't assist your soldiers, and neither will we. And we won't attack you because you're not assisting your soldiers, because we're not attacking you, because etc. etc.
They're in a stalemate.
This is especially relevant because if a new airship entered the thing, you could deliberately upset that stalemate if you chose to. And you also absolutely...
I would rather not endanger my ship,
You-
which I'm not entirely certain has ever been repaired from the battle we were in Osta.
Correct, it has not.
So,
Because you didn't want lycanthropes. They would have repaired it by now if you wanted to.
they'd have been all over my ship, and I am not okay with that.
Well,
Right about...
someone down there has got to know what's going on, so
Hang on. Right about at
Can't
this...
you water talk to your dude again?
I can try. Who has a cup of tea? Yeah.
Okay, so
This
you're
is
trying
not
to...
a cup of tea.
So you're trying to talk...
You didn't let it seep.
No, did you realize what happened, sis?
Hmm?
You said, I need a cup of tea. So you gave him one and he drank it. He says, all right, now I need another cup of tea.
Oh, that's not what I heard him say. I heard him say, that's not a cup of tea.
That's what I heard too.
Oh,
No.
I'm sorry. What did you say, Snarg?
I said I need another cup of tea.
Okay, so he drank it. Are you going to give him another one, Zerial?
Sure.
Zerial? Okay.
Sorry, my thing is like, hey, you should expand your city.
Yeah, well. So
I'll try
Build
and
in the
do
portions
it
of my
with,
city that I already have.
so this would be a elemental affinity roll. Technically a new roll.
Yes. Which
Yours is through the friggin' roof.
I have a 24.
All right, that's really,
Think.
really good.
Yes.
So you're talking through it. It's probably staticky. You're not actually sure if anybody's on the other line, though. However, while you're doing this, you look up and you notice that there's a woman standing in front of you that wasn't there before. Very familiar-looking woman.
Does anyone else see this woman?
No.
Yes.
Who are you
And-
talking to?
The cup, obviously.
Well, I'm assuming this is Lady Airfall.
No. This is the woman who's been who's communicated with you several times before.
Oh, the one who is not named.
Yes.
Okay. It's the lady again.
There's no lady.
Yeah, she's right here. Well, what's... Alright. I know
just-
you know what's going on. You lost control of your workers. What's happening?
There's a rogue faction of Darakost who are rebelling against the idea of unifying with lesser races. This is a conflict that's happening across most of the continent, but it happens to be happening here as well because, by unfortunate coincidence, we had just pulled in several Alluvian ships that were about to join the Directorate that have now decided to rebel because those on board are loyal to this rogue Darakost faction.
A rogue Darakost faction. Really? That's a bit surprising.
You'd be amazed how divisive the Darakost tend to be amongst one another. Regardless, I have decided to gift you with several key bits of information regarding the leaders of these particular groups. If they were killed, it would be the next logical progression for them to be folded under... Well, I'm sorry, you don't really need the details. You're in the middle of a battle. Suffice to say that because of the nature of how lycanthropes work, which I don't think I need to repeat to you, the next person in line...
Really, please escort Snarg to the brig and lock him up. I'm not entirely certain how I feel about him talking to himself in the middle of this.
Hang on, I'm getting information here.
The lycanthropes would revert to someone else's control, who would then be able, who is loyal to the Directorate forces and the New Dominion, and therefore would be able to call off the battle, and the lycanthropes would go back to work, because that's how they work.
Well, hang on. Why is this faction rebelling in the first place?
Is Greeley escorting Snarg to the brig?
Snarg, are you resisting? Because you have a lot more strength than she does.
No, he's just gonna go out and, like, he's not even aware that someone else is leading him.
Okay.
He's just talking to the air in front of him. Because I'm assuming the thing follows.
Yeah, the thing's just kind of projecting in front of you. The reason for the rebellion, I've already given you the reason. There are Darakost who feel it is beneath them to ally with lesser races.
Mm-hmm.
And she info dumps the name of 3 revenants who happen to be present on board one of those Alluvian ships over there. And she gives you the name of the ship, which is the Conquering Fist. And the Conquering Fist, and she describes it so you could identify it visually.
Okay.
And there are 3 Darakost on board there, which if they were dealt with, peacefully, violently, it doesn't matter. They are the ones who are in charge of this particular battle of this particular area right here.
What you told me doesn't sound like they're going to want to go down willingly.
I have seen stranger things from your group, so if you want to try and talk your way through them, by all means.
I better pack lots of water.
Greeley pauses in the middle of the hallway, hits the thing, and says, "We don't have a brig, Captain."
Put him in his quarters.
And by Captain, I mean Master.
Hang on a second. I'll use the intercom. Alright. I know where the airship is, where the leaders of this rebellion faction are.
So, Snarg, you have just been info dumped about the situation.
Okay. Well, I'm just kicking around stuff in my room right now. Let's keep trying to get in contact with whoever's doing stuff out there.
Okay. Did you ever actually make any of those traps that we talked about forever ago?
Oh no, I think I lost the list of those. No, they would have been in the other hard drive, hopefully. Let me see if I can find them. The answer is, there's so many in there, I probably wouldn't have had time to do any of those, or all of those rather, but here it is. I still have it. Would I at least want to have done the washing machine?
Yes. I'll give you 2 that you would have done, because it's been a busy several weeks.
Okay. So, well, some of them are kind of combined. So I think the first one would be the washing machine, obviously.
Okay.
And the second would be a more non-lethal option, if need be, which is essentially tap into the water ley line to do water jets to damage and disperse. I have a little note there. It's maybe replicate the El Nino effect.
Okay. I get you. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say that while you're in your room, doing your elemental affinity, you rolled really high on the elemental affinity roll. So you actually have the ability to activate those remotely if you choose to. You're not 100% sure who they'd hit right now, but they will definitely hit someone involved in the battle down below. You also, however, will retain the option to activate them remotely if you choose to join the battle in any manner and can direct it more directly.
Not going to do that yet, just in case the airships take it the wrong way.
Okay.
Because as far as I could tell, if I recall correctly, my far sight, technically none of my people were involved in it, right?
Correct.
It was just the lycanthropes fighting. So as far as I know, this is just a lycanthrope civil war thing.
Yes. Near as you can tell, of course.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Guido and Zerial, your bridge crew, are basically awaiting orders. They pulled to a stop because they recognized this was a hostile situation and they didn't want to take your ship in without your say-so. I mean, if you want to tell them to turn around and leave, that's an option. Or you could try to join the battle. You got like a dozen options.
So it's Show and Alluvia.
Show and Nevere on one side, and then Alluvia on the other side.
Ah. Well, Zerial, doesn't look like it's safe to land.
Your proposals?
Well, we don't want to take the ship into combat, but
You could. Do
no.
it. Okay.
I mean, obviously, you are not concerned with the, I'll say, loss of life of the lycanthropes.
Would I need to be?
It's life. They're, building Foxridge. At least some of them are. I mean, you want a dock where Maiden's Deceit can land, and until the dock is finished, who's going to work on it?
This is true.
So, unless you can think of a way to get to the dock without getting involved in the battle, we'll need to do something with one side or the other.
Well, I don't know about you, but I don't necessarily trust the voice in Snarg's head.
I don't know, has the voice steered us wrong?
At this point, I don't know.
I mean, I'm trying to remember what exposure I have had to the voice as such, other than
You've had the
only
same
that
exposure.
you've had to the voice of Snarg telling you things.
You've had the
Right.
same exposure that, everyone other than Snark has, which is to say, it told you about the assassin, the illegal assassination that was happening in Danby's outpost, which obviously panned out because there was an illegal assassination going on. Snark, by the way, I want to make sure you remember you still have that envelope.
Yes. I also have this one note that I just saw that says captains giving loot in all caps. I don't know what that means.
Captains giving loot?
Yes.
Yeah, there was something about loot that you were going to figure out at the end of a game or something, or the next time we played.
Yeah, that does sound familiar. I gotta remember specifics so I can figure out what I'm doing with it. Well, I figure that
We
out.
can figure that out later.
There was the assassination thing attempt that was happening at Danby. I shouldn't say attempt. He did kill the guy. And then there's the information about the meeting that they shouldn't have known about, and the Sclavi woman, the Green Mage, who was the one who was there to assassinate both individuals. That's it.
So, I'm just trying to figure out a way to word it in character for the conversation with Zerial. I mean, the voice hasn't done anything negative so far as I know. It made Snarg aware of the assassination, or not the assassination. Oh crap! What was the assassin's name?
Alonzo of Firebeard.
Alonzo, right? So it told us about Alonzo and Danby.
Yes, it made an enemy of the bloodied flock.
But the assassin was doing illegal assassinations.
It's also providing you with way too much information. I don't know if you realize this, Guido, but having been someone who's been in the information trade, spy, network, business for as long as I can almost remember, you don't just have random dossiers full of tons of very specific, impossible to come by with normal means information randomly appear on a ship where no one who is a crew member but who is not a crew member should have access to, just sitting on your pillow in your quarters.
I'm not saying it's not suspect.
I'm saying that, and I'm going to turn to what's his face and tell him, can you leave the room for a moment?
Leon?
A moment, yes.
Oh, yeah, of course, ma'am. I assume you guys are still on the bridge at this point.
No, we're in my room.
Oh, okay, sorry. You're in the room, got it.
I am assuming if we had undone the past 5 minutes, Snarg would have been on the deck still, on the bridge. So I'm going to turn to Guido and I'm going to say, he's got a scion in his head talking to him, and we both know scion's mind control. So whatever the hell that she's trying to do by leaving him enough cognitive power to still seem like himself does not mean that she's not manipulating him to do whatever the fuck she wants him to do. And she shouldn't know about the... I've already forgotten it again.
Dominion?
The Dominion.
Thank you. I was trying to call it the directive that time.
Close.
It's a D word.
It is.
Yeah, she shouldn't know about the Dominion. That information has not gone out to the group. That information does not spread that quickly except among the Biotians, who have an internal computer conversing network thing that's somehow not operated by Magicite.
They've got the internet.
They call it Skype. No,
Skynet.
SkypeNet. There we go. I like it.
There you go. Point of clarification for the player. When the Dominion was being discussed, when we were still back in Iraq, did they actually mention what's his name? The scion that was overseeing the military stuff. Rytheron, yeah. Did they actually mention him by name?
Yes. Sorry,
Okay.
I had to think about that, but yes.
I was pretty sure
We
they...
also know that the Lord Rytheron and
The Lady Airfall.
the Lady Airfall. Sorry, no, I just had a gigantic ad pop up in the middle of
Hey!
the shelter.
By the
It
way!
says, "We're celebrating our 1-year anniversary."
Oh, I got that one too. I got that several times, actually. And I'm like, what?
1 year anniversary of the Directorate.
Yes! Congratulations! Wait, 1 year? Oh god, they've been active longer than we thought. Anyways, you were saying, sis.
Oh god. Wait a minute.
I know.
Snoopy.
Hold on.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yes. Understood.
Disturbing.
Yes.
Okay.
Very disturbing.
Oh, that's just weird.
That, I don't even know what to make of that.
It's a giant bowl of the snow peas.
Universe in a bowl.
Yes! That's horrifying.
I can't hear him, but I'm assuming that's
horrifying.
disturbing. Yeah,
Yes.
here. You want one?
No.
Okay, so, Rytherin was mentioned by name in the discussion of the Dominion.
Mm-hmm.
I remember him and his history from when we were in the Scion, I'll say base, when we were hunting down Garland.
You should, yeah.
Right.
I'm trying to find the board.
So, Rytherin is still alive.
That is the recurring
Airfall.
theory.
Right. Airfall is still alive.
They don't age.
Right.
That
So,
Carolyn was still alive.
Yeah.
right.
He was still alive.
I said was.
Alive, you know, it's.
And then someone.
Okay. And we know that they could communicate psionically because they're psions. There's no distance limitation on that.
Yes. Well, yes.
So if Rytherin is overseeing the Dominion,
Not our.
what?
You just randomly cut out, sis. Like in the middle of that sentence. I don't know what happened
Yeah.
there.
The Lady Airfall was allied with Garland. We know that she is not our friend.
Right. So there is communication that's still going on within the psions. So whoever is getting information is sharing it with the voice in Snarg's head. We have two options, one of which is not very reliable, trying to feed them false information, or basically ignore what they have to say. So, I don't know. I mean, what are you thinking?
I am extremely distrustful of any voice that is coming from inside a head and is providing me information that is far too detailed and is making enemies of the bloodied flock. And other likely high and important political figures. The next thing you know, we'll be getting a directive to go assassinate the queen.
Meanwhile,
Well-
Snarg, while you're in your room, you suddenly hear this voice. Hey, go assassinate the queen.
Okay. I kill Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what do you want to do, Z? Do we want to leave the area? Do you want to land? I mean,
So, for a quick second, OOC, the presumptions that I've been moving forward on for the last several episodes are false. So, I don't know how to proceed right now. I'm still wrapping my head around the fact that I would have been operating under false pretenses. So, this is up to you guys. You guys decide we're gonna step in and go smush some things and make things right and be friends with lycanthropes, then we're gonna go smush some things and make some friends and yeah.
so can we pause for a minute?
Oh, sorry. I was talking. Nobody could hear me. So
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
using your headset. Well, I would like to at least go and squash one side of the battle, so there isn't just a huge massacre here.
Okay. Which side?
And it sounds like the rogue side is much smaller, and probably not as likely to be our friends as the other side, since we'll effectively be going against Dominion forces if we choose the other side. And not doing anything could be also seen the same as choosing the side as well.
So I didn't catch which side you wanted to assist. The
I
side.
wanted to assist the, for lack of a better term, the Dominion side. Not the rogues, to oppose the rogues. Based on the information that Starks has, that's the one he'd choose.
So the Dominion side is the side that has been helping to build Foxridge.
Yes.
Technically, both sides have.
They've been helping longer, technically.
Yeah, that is true.
They are, for the moment, our friends.
So you want to act on the information that you were given.
And go to the Conquering Fist and take down or make ineffective the leaders on there. Now, we can just go over there and say, hey, flags or whatnot, maybe not in the airship, but whatever, and perhaps just get invited up and we can see what happens. Or we can try a more direct route, which may cause a lot of chaos.
Well, I don't want to take the ship into battle.
Right, right.
So if we're going to approach, it's going to be under a flag of truce.
Yeah, I mean, genuinely try to say,
We
hey,
are very likely the strongest things in this area, so we don't have to walk up with a flag of truce.
That's true.
We can walk up just the three of us and probably kick ass, and that's not to mention the fact that I have Bonebreaker with me.
Yes, you do. You also have those traps, which, as I just pointed out, are remotely activatable.
yes,
And you have Snarg, because of your location, you're going to have to do a little working to get them involved, but you have your squads here
Yes.
and present and available. And the elites you have, and I actually genuinely can't remember which elites you've gathered at this point in time. But I know you have some.
yeah, I've got 5 teams. One of them is not going to be useful in this fight, but the other ones will.
Okay, so there you go. You have a lot of firepower you can bring to bear on whoever you want to bring to bear on it.
Guess it depends if you think they're going to want to deal or not. Because, I mean, if we can just stop them, then I'd prefer to do that. But if you don't think it's an option, we should go ahead and strike first.
So, the iPad version of this, the patch that they just sent through so that we would have these ads, is causing the game to glitch like crazy
Yeah, I've had that issue too.
in zoom out mode.
Seriously, it sucks. It's terrible.
Oh wait, if you turn it on, if you turn HD zoom out on, it's fine. So with HD zoom out off, like your little dude as he's going out to the wilderness does this. across the screen. He doesn't move his legs.
Yeah.
He just slides across the screen.
Wow.
Okay. So here's a complication with the fire teams. Don't have any way to get in contact with them right now, and they're probably all over the mountain. So we can try and get them to help out, or we can blaze away to the airship. I can set off the traps and probably get us to the airship. That's probably not a big problem. Problem is it's an airship. And get us inside. I don't know if that can happen before we get shot.
It would be a thing you'd have to make happen. I'm not going to just say, and you get inside. You'll have to figure out some way in. I'm not saying you can't, of course.
If only I had more of these traps, it wouldn't be a problem.
The anti-airship trap, which you just built yesterday.
No, one of them is mass sandstorm.
Oh, ha!
But I figured that probably would not help to just damage everybody.
Yeah.
So we can do that. I've got heavy weapons, sharpshooters, and now that's about all I probably want to take into there. Who can help on the ground? I don't think the social guys will want to come along.
Probably not.
But you know what? Hopefully they're trained enough to know that when stuff goes down, they should go out and start fighting. So why don't we plan on clearing away towards the... We'll see, what kind of terrain is this that we're going to be in? Purposes of abilities.
Forest.
Forest?
Forest.
The fighting isn't on the mountain.
Okay. So the terrain going
I
up
like how
towards
both
the
you had
airship.
the same reaction at the same second. Oh.
I thought we were in the desert.
Oh, no, no. Although I am... There is a desert nearby, but it's a few dozen miles that way.
I have one question while they're thinking.
Wait, this is perfect.
What?
Oh, it's a single non-flying enemy. Really?
What is it? What is
I was
it?
gonna have a bunch of wombats break through the hull of the airship. This pierces all but some DR. But it says non-flying enemy. So that wouldn't work.
No, I'd love to totally make that work, but no, I'm sorry.
Well, I can do a lot of damage and heal people with negative conditions. That's what I can do in Forest Terrain. They also have an ability we know that will break through the airship hull. The problem is it just takes me with it.
Yeah.
Although I suppose you could, if you can see inside the airship through a gigantic hole, you could just go inside.
Yeah, you could. You could teleport in there, Guido.
I can't see inside the ship.
Yeah, but if you bust a hole through it, you'd be good.
Would
Yes.
let me ask this, and actually Guido, I'd ask Guido this. Those rounds you designed, who is messaging me?
I mean,
Those rounds you designed for Titasi, the sniper,
Okay.
could they pierce an airship hull?
no. Not a military grade.
Okay. So you couldn't just put a hole in there and we teleport in there.
You put a dent in, but no.
Okay.
So, Darsh, what's the range on that social chaos thing?
Huge.
Could we make them hate the airship?
Yes.
All right, I hate that particular airship.
I'm not. I'd have to really think about what would happen, but the answer is yes.
I know how Z would respond.
Oh God.
Coughing fits.
Yes, coughing fits. That's how Zerial would respond. I hate
So,
that airship. Maximize bio 18,000 or whatever. I don't even know what your biggest spells are anymore.
So, Snarg, did you happen, or third, because this is out of character at this point, did you happen to mention which of those ships held those, I'll say, leaders that the voice in your head told you about?
I don't think I mentioned it by name over the intercom, but I did say I knew which ship held them.
It's not a big deal for you to just say, by the way, it's that ship, and this is the name of it.
It's Conquering Fist.
Yes, but I haven't asked because in character, I don't know that this is going to happen.
Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Well, I can't do anything until I know, in character what the ship is and that, why. Because all that's happened so far is all the details have been in Snarg's head. He hasn't actually said anything.
So we're done with our conversation. Are you going to go down to his quarters and talk to him about it? Since you seem to be the ally of this voice in his head.
No, I'm not. I'm really not.
See, this whole thing, sis, and I'm not trying to drag it up, but this is why I was going with you for the last few sessions of mistrust, because there's every reason in the world to mistrust this voice in his head. I mean, holy crap. I wouldn't trust the voice in his head. No offense, Snark.
Well, it's not going to change the fact that she doesn't trust the voice in her head. But there's a big difference between I don't trust the voice in your head because you're crazy and there's a scion in your head, and this scion in your head that's supplying information is actively sabotaging the organization I've sworn to stand with.
That is true. That is true. I'm sorry.
And I don't know how you managed to let me keep going because everything that I said was, I told you I info dumped to my superiors. I'm like, they're trying to assassinate the leader, the diplomats that are having the meeting. I said all of that.
No, that's true. But again, I was assuming the previous thing I mentioned because I'm stupid.
Whatever.
Point being that, oh my god, why? That no one should trust the voice in Snark's head. Except for Snark, you should trust it.
Yes. All of them.
Yes. Wait, what?
All right.
Okay. Well, all right, we need to do something to advance. So,
Suppose that after nothing happens for a little bit, Snark good at intercom and like, are we gonna do anything? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Yes.
Oh. Major Tom to ground control. Hello?
Several
Yeah,
of the crewmen say, yes, Mr. Wildpaw, we're here.
Let's go. What's happening?
Well, lots of lycanthropes are killing lots of other lycanthropes. The gentleman, Wayun, he hasn't really said anything of note. He's just standing there watching the battle with this look of disgust on his face.
Does he not like seeing people fight?
Oh no, according to him, he thinks this should be very easily solved. It is, after all, a lycanthrope's purpose to serve Daracost, and therefore, it should be very easy for any Daracost to just walk out and say, stop fighting. Obviously, some idiots have decided to fight anyways. Clearly, it is the lycanthrope's fault.
Isn't he Daracost himself?
Yes, he is a revenant.
So why doesn't he just say stop fighting?
It's not that simple. They only obey their house.
Yeah, that is the truth of it.
Yeah, I can understand that. Well, I'm getting restless. I'm gonna do something in a second.
So, what's the result of the conversation with Zerial then? Because that was interrupted. So what? I mean, it was basically interrupted when you started talking with Wegu. So, I mean, are you and I going to continue talking about anything, or?
That's what the OOC thing was about. Is I was fully prepared and planning on going down a vindicated path of these guys are after our guys, and that's why we can't trust the voice in his head. And clearly, whoever they're telling us that we need to go assassinate is on our side, and that's not relevant anymore. So,
Okay.
since you were the ones that were operating under the proper assumption of how things were working, then I am of the opinion that you should be the ones to decide how we're moving forward.
All right.
Okay. So I'll go talk to Snarg.
All right. Yo.
Okay. So what's the information that you were given this time? Because so far, while the information that you've been given each time has panned out, it hasn't always ended in our favor.
Well, here's what I know. There's an airship out there, apparently easily identifiable, called the Conquering Fists. They've got their 3 head honchos there. And contact told me if those are disposed of, whether peacefully or otherwise, then the rest of the lycanthropes should fall into place and stop fighting. Apparently, that's how their hierarchy works. Assuming. If you take out some of the upper rings, then they just fall in under the next highest, even if it's not from their house, I suppose. I don't know. So that's how I was told it would work.
And did I overhear Wegu's talking about how he's disgusted that...
Yes.
Okay.
Weiyun, by the way.
Weiyun, okay.
Mr. Ragu.
Isn't Wegu the Japanese beef? I've been calling him a cow.
A very well pampered cow.
I wonder if he knew.
Okay. So you mean to say that the attacking forces controlled by Daracost, they could simply say stop fighting, and they're not, and they're all on this one ship?
And that's what I was told.
So, Arsh, what do I need to know about this ship for this thing to take effect?
It's over there.
So I just need to know basically it's over there and it's the Conquering Fist, and
Well, you literally will have to...
All you have to do is be able to see it.
Yeah, it's line of sight. And as Snarg can identify it, Weiyun could also identify it. Your scanners could also identify it, although that's obviously not brought up yet. And you could just point to it and say, that one! And things will ensue.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go back to the bridge. I don't know what we're going to do, but we need to figure out something. At this point, and unless Zuriel has a problem with it, come with me.
Okay. Well, master of airships, What's the best way to crack that shell?
Good question.
Let me roll knowledge engineering. So that's intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so if it's engineering, I get the advantage roll.
Okay. As I say, I felt like there was something, but I
Natural
said
20.
nothing because wow.
Yeah.
I wanted you to remember and then inform me as I want you to do. Okay, so natural freaking 20. Holy crap.
Do you want me to roll again?
Yes, to see if you could get better than a natural 20. No, okay.
Nope.
So, holy crap. Okay. Is there a way to crack that shell? Let me think about that for a minute. See, the problem is that's a military grade frigate.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be physically cracking it.
I know.
could be-
I'm thinking. I gotta, and that's an alluvian mark specifically. Okay, if you were to hit, say, just above one of their gun ports, if their gun ports happen to be open for some reason, really, really hard, and it would have to be a mundane cannon, something with a powder magazine, basically, and you'd have to hit it with a lot of force. Probably something magical in order to make this happen. That would probably detonate the local ammo on that spot, which would blow open a small-sized hole in the hull.
I can do that. I literally have something for this. I just have to be within 20 feet.
No problem.
Well, it's either that or let me ask this. Would I know element fire protect you from the explosion? Is that how I don't know how explosions work and
No.
Okay.
Because element fire protects you from element of fire, not an explosion.
Okay. So my point still stands. Dude, that thing close. I'm just trying to think of ways not to involve the airship in this.
Just involve the airship, it'll be fine. Just bring the airship into combat, honestly. Who doesn't want that airship to cease in combat? Raise the hands at people at home, bless you. Everyone watching this on YouTube who wants to see the
How
airship. in
far
combat.
off the ground are these airships right now?
Oh, I don't know. A few, say 300 or 400 feet, something like that.
It is within range. Wait, no, it's not. They gotta be 200.
We'll say 200 feet exactly.
Okay. So,
Just stand on a really big rock.
Yes.
It's
With a
actually
step stool.
201 feet out, but just stand on this rock.
Yeah, there you go.
Jump really high.
Greedo, how long will it take the powder magazine to go off?
Milliseconds? Nanoseconds, maybe, depending on how hard you're hitting it.
See, I can do that. The only problem is I'm going to be next to it when it goes off.
It'll be fine. You'll just get hit for a few hundred health. I wouldn't worry about it.
Let's cast regen first.
If you live through
My
it,
finger
you'll
will
be fine.
get a couple of hit points back. Let's see. Are these similar to the Alluvian frigates that we encountered before when they were chasing us?
Yes.
So they have the same type of little hangar bay that I bust through before?
Yes. Obviously, they're not open right now, but yes.
Right. But I bust through it before with one of my things, so in theory, and you could help me with this, Guido, these should be like the same strength and whatnot, right?
Roughly.
Same types of frigates. So I can potentially get us in through the hangar again. I say that I could get myself in through the hangar and create a hole.
So How about knowledge tactics?
Okay. What are you trying to decide?
If the airship with the commanding officers runs away, what would happen to the rest of their forces?
Well, they would have to operate on the last given order until they are given new orders, or until they are dead.
I'm willing to take that risk. So I'm assuming we've been walking back to the bridge this whole time.
Probably.
So we get back to the bridge, and I'm looking out across the battlefield and the airships. Can I identify which one the Conquering Fist is?
That one.
Okay. Do I have to roll anything on that chaos thing?
Nope.
Guido, what would happen if an airship suddenly found itself within an area of negative gravity?
Well, it
has
would.
magicite things, magicite engines to hold itself afloat. So, by my OOC recollection, it would then suddenly find itself propulsioning itself further away from the ground fairly rapidly.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that. If the engineers are paying any attention, they'll be able to compensate quickly, but for those first several seconds, or rounds, if you will,
And
Enough time for an airship hovering 200 feet over the ground to hit it.
What?
wait, hit? What do you mean?
So if the Conquering Fist suddenly found itself in a place of negative gravity, it would plummet towards the ground.
no.
Yes.
Oh, wait, with negative gravity?
Yes, assuming the terrain was exactly the same, gravity just suddenly reversed for its area.
Yeah.
Like you flipped the polarity? Like you just took the magnet and put it above it?
Yeah.
Yes,
Just
to find itself pushing itself toward the ground.
as if a sudden gravity shift had occurred.
That's mostly for you, Guido. I just wanted to share it. See what
Oh, okay.
That's intended to be your trade empire map, basically.
I've misunderstood your question as in a situation of null gravity, in which case it would just suddenly find itself rocketing toward the sky.
Right.
I suppose the opposite
Because-
would be true.
What I could do is within a 100-foot radius, I can reverse gravity.
So let me make this clear for our viewers at home. This is very important. You are about to try and jump up onto an airship, reverse its gravity so it collides with the ground at neck break speed. 200 feet is far faster than they'll be able to compensate for. So it will smash into the ground, destroying an entire airship, and then a dwarf runs up and says, "That still counts for one!" Did I get all that right?
Yes, except we don't jump in the airship before it crashes.
Why not? You gotta ride the airship down and then die.
We're not gonna Doctor Strangelove this. But that work.
That'll work. I'm going to tell you right now, I will roll to decide if the Magicite core goes critical from that.
That's the only thing I'm thinking about.
It would be a low chance because the cores, because of stuff you don't actually know yet. I understand how the cores work. So that kind of an impact would have a low chance of having it happen. But an existent chance, which would wipe out Foxridge in its entirety. And a lot of the nearby mountain and forest. And probably even reaching to the desert.
Deutsch is now following me on Twitter.
Oh, Deutsches? Hi, Deutsch. I know you watch these.
So that's another option.
I say you do that one. I think that would be the best possible way for the campaign to end. Screw it, yeah!
And samurai.
You basically drop kick an airship into the ground to destroy it. I mean, come on, that's got such a cool factor. Think about it. Think about it. Don't you want that to happen, guys?
Oh yeah.
Come on, you can't tell me honestly you don't want that to happen. Do it. Well, Zerial's distracted, so she doesn't get a say.
I didn't. I'd already said that it seems like a cool factor, and I was going along with them.
Oh, wow. She's in favor.
She's not in favor. She's neutral because she has been operating under a false pretense for a while.
No. What he's asking is once we've moved on to the assumption of we're attacking the airship, by the method by which we attack the airship is slamming it into the ground.
Well, did this thing take effect?
Not yet.
Yeah,
When
not yet.
those things take effect, Z will be more than happy to help it be smushed.
Oh my god. The GM would love for you to try to pull this off.
Mm-hmm.
However, the GM would require you to ride the airship down. Like Devil May Cry style.
How's he going to get on top of the airship?
Alright.
That would be a question you have to solve.
Uh,
I can teleport him over.
That's true! Also, you could do that, Z. If you want the safer route.
No, I think Guido should teleport him over.
Oh my
I think
God.
Guido should teleport us all over.
I agree.
no, so what would actually happen when that happens is the airship would head down. Both Z and Guido would head up because their gravity is reversed, away from the airship. And I could just fall down because I gain immunity to falling damage when I use it.
Realize there's like actually.
You mean you could fall up?
Well, you fall up, yeah. Well, see, what's going to happen to us is that once we actually reach terminus, it's going to go back down again.
Jump, and our gravity is going to tell us to go up there. Its gravity is telling it to go up there, so it's going to push itself down into the ground, and we're going to meet somewhere in the middle.
Yes.
And then you and I all three of us will continue to go up toward the sky until the thing stops.
Does an airship hitting you count as falling damage?
How fast is
It is technically
hitting you?
falling on you. That'll be plan X.
If the other.
Just in case we slam dunk the airship and then call it a day.
Bam!
But that being said, if we can get on top of the airship or somewhere on it, I can get us in there.
But real quick, I know those of you who watch this, these things, I want you to all to leave comments if you're in favor. Now, before we actually resolve it, if you're all in favor of the smash the airship into the ground plan, I want you to leave comments about that right now, and because I forward those to everyone else. And
So if we can just get on top of there, I can get us in there, admittedly burn up Ascension. Or
And
hard.
then you sent out a cast out for the vote.
yes.
So we can do that. That may be better than slam dunking it.
I'm sorry, I probably should point this out, but I noticed no one else has mentioned it. Guido, you would be aware of the fact that because it's insane for someone to actually be walking on a military-grade frigate while it's in the air, there are hatches you could go in on if you happen to be on top of it that they don't usually, like, it's not, like, bolted, sealed, or whatever. You would just have to get on top of the airship and get in there.
Oh, we can just do that.
Now, that would involve, obviously, getting on top of it and a few stealth rolls, unless you don't care about anyone hearing you going clang, clang, clang on the hull.
No, I think we care a bit.
Whoa! Ah! Sudden noise. Say something real quick. Thank you. Yeah, your thing picked up again. Ah!
So, we'll try that. Going in through a hatch. And I'm assuming these individuals would be in the command area.
Oh yeah, they'll be on the bridge or in the luxury lounge, one of the two.
Hmm.
And those are
Coincides,
not.
They might be in the luxury lounge.
It's one of the two.
Luxury lounge. Are those close by to each other?
No, they're basically on opposite sides of the ship.
Great.
Also, and I'm only putting this out because no one else has pointed it out yet, but Craig would point this out if asked. You could scan but everyone and their brother within a fairly large radius will know that you scanned, because that's how that works.
Okay.
But my point being, you know how good those scanners are. You could be like, oh, they're exactly right here, to the centimeter.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's kind of almost as bad as arming weapons.
It would very likely cause a response militarily, very likely. But it wouldn't cause a response immediately, so depending on how quickly you want to activate this, you could be like, scan, teleport, run, go!
We could
And-
do that, and
and
then the
hope.
airship could get out of dodge.
It is also worth noting that you guys have not communicated with your side yet.
Right. Well, we haven't been able to at the moment.
I just point this out because if you start doing stuff with their airship, with the enemy airship, I should say, well, you get the point here.
Okay. So with this, let's start off as a stealth mission and try to infiltrate the airship by getting on top of it or on the side or something, getting in through one of the hatches. And I think we should probably head for the command area first, because even if they aren't there, that's pretty much an area we'll be able to lock down the ship anyway.
True. It's a good thing you have someone who has the ability to pilot airships in your crew.
Right. And yeah, I mean, I would hope to subdue them non-violently, but I think we're probably going to have to fight our way through most of this. Hey, Wayun,
Yes.
what kind of complement and guards would be on that airship?
There will naturally be defending lycanthropes, very skilled military grade. And by military grade, I mean that's the wrong phrase. It means the same thing, but that's not what he would say, because they're not airships.
Okay.
Bodyguards. It is.
Question.
Yes.
Is anyone else having Magus' screen be completely black other than his forehead and the reflection on his glasses?
I turned off.
Watched them
It
turn
is
off
very
the lights,
dark.
Yeah, I turned off the lights. This is natural lighting, and natural light. This is normal lighting in my room.
Okay. So,
It was hot.
that'd be honest.
Hey, you know what? I'll turn on one.
That's right.
Can't hear you.
I said, now be honest, Wayne, we're more than a match for those lycanthropes, right?
Oh, of course you are, sir. I'm sure you'll have no difficulty whatsoever defeating such paltry and pathetic, slovenly, poorly crafted, poorly designed, run by idiots.
Kiss enough has been accomplished.
Very well. But I'm sure that you would have no problem against its malcontents.
All right. So I say we start there. Stealth on the top, break open a hatch, catch them by surprise, and run them quickly before they know what's going on. All right, in the command center. Is there a hatch nearby the command center?
Near-ish, but not right on it.
Nearish. Right. So probably going down a few hallways and whatnot.
Yes.
Okay. Well, since we've been on an airship of similar make before, we can probably find a way.
Yeah, finding a way to the bridge will probably not be a huge issue.
Okay. So why don't we do that?
So how do you plan to get on the other airship?
Probably poof, yes. I don't have any other way to get everybody on that's not very noticeable.
I need a mile of grapple rope.
Yeah.
Which you can do with Just Cause 3 if you have the plugin or the mod.
All right. Sit there and wait a couple rounds while it hits.
Yeah. Just hang on. Still going. Still going. Okay. So, Zerial, would you like to teleport them over there? With you going with, I assume, naturally.
Sure.
Okay. So, I'd like everyone to roll initiative now.
Okay. Okay.
17.
I have a 14.
So, Zerial, 17.
And you know what?
What?
I was considering giving everyone some pre-buffs, but I
Mhm.
don't think it's gonna last long enough.
Okay. Guido, what'd you get?
16.
So, just to make this clear, the initiatives are 17, 16, 15, 14.
Okay.
Anyways, so, Zerial, you open a portal, I assume, on top of the enemy ship. There's plenty of places you can open it where people aren't going to see, so that's not an issue. I would like all three of you to roll dexterity.
Oh, shit.
Now, remind me again if dexterity is one of your special stats. What is that?
23.
That's for a save.
It's for save. Okay.
This is a stealth roll, basically.
Oh, okay. Pretty good. Uh-oh. Clank, 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 clank.
So,
What'd you get?
with my -8,
Oh.
I got a 1.
Oh my god. Snarg, what'd you get?
I got a 22.
Okay, so Zerial and Snarg are actually doing really good. They got over 20 in the new systems. That's really good. So they're like sneak, sneak, sneak. Super quiet, super quiet. And Guido... wait. So I just want to write this scene for a moment. Give me a second. So Zerial and Snarg, you're like sneak, sneak, sneak. They're like, wait. We're not sure where we're going. And you both turn to Guido. Like, where do we go, Guido? Guido looks around and says, we need to go this way! Stomp, 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 stomp. And the two of you are left there staring at him stomping so loudly that you're having trouble hearing each other all of a sudden.
But I guess that way. Everyone will know of the weakness of this ship after this is done.
Yes.
The battle down below stops. It's like, what's going on?
It's actually a little bit of a trip, so it's a couple rounds to get over to the actual hatch.
Okay. Right.
Actually, I'm going to require a strength roll because it's latched. So you're basically prying the metal off. Or some kind of damage to break it open.
Should have, I mean, I'm imagining like a submarine having one of those wheel locks.
They do, but don't those seal from the inside? Or am I misremembering? Like, I could be
You have
wrong.
to be able to open them from both sides.
Okay, well then never mind. I'm still going to require a strength roll, damn it.
Oh, yeah.
But never mind, you'll just... Who wants to open it? Because whoever's opening it is going to get hit first.
I volunteer Snarg.
There you go, Stark. Go ahead.
Okay. I'll
Well,
open.
you've got the higher strength. It just
I do.
makes sense.
Zerial, you
No.
should do it.
All right. I will open it up.
She's doing
I
it. She's
I
doing it.
rolled a 20 on my strength.
Okay, so while those two are like debating as to who should open it and like prepping for stuff, Zerial's just like, oh, whatever, I got this. The
No,
moment.
I punch it. I want to punch it
Oh.
open and make it open inward.
Okay. So I want you guys to picture. So you're on top, right? So you're punching down. Okay, you get the mental image here, and sis, pay attention, damn it. You're punching down. Okay, so the hatch goes flying in, and there's a soldier right there.
Can I fall with the hatch because I didn't pay attention to where I was?
Yes. So there's a soldier right there who had a crossbow like this,
And I landed.
and you smush him right there and land on him like.
I don't weigh very much.
And so he's super dead. Now, ironically, you have first initiative, Zerial.
Oh,
So
wow.
you are surrounded by, since you just killed one, 7 lycanthropes of various types.
Has Guido's thing gone off yet? Am I pissed off at this ship and everyone on it?
I don't believe so. No,
Guido.
it hasn't.
We didn't
come
have a
up
chance
yet.
to do anything when we were on the bridge, so it didn't happen.
You're standing on the angry ship now.
Yes, but we didn't actually have the discussion to initiate it, so none of that happened.
Well, you're mean.
Guido, the character, also doesn't
have fun
know.
Things happen as a result of you doing the thing.
Guido, the character, also doesn't know he has that ability yet.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, but can't he get angry and just do it on accident?
That's up
You
to
wouldn't
him.
like me when I'm angry.
So, Zariel, you are standing there. 7 lycanthropes. They're all armed, all with ranged weapons.
Z's going to smile, cross her arms, and demoralize.
Oh, God. Okay, so that's still a Cha contest, I think.
Oh!
Check. It should say in the notes.
No, my abilities are under my spells, which didn't get changed.
But that would...
I can... Social combat gears things in a particular direction.
Oh, right! This is a new social combat thing. Oh, wait, hang on. So are you using...
I'm not initialized. I can use my abilities without initializing social combat.
Yes,
I thought.
okay. Just want to make sure I knew which one you're doing. All right, let me look up... I'm pretty sure that's still a Cha
Attempt to
contest.
convince a target of the futility of their actions, causing them to abandon it. Evil in and out of combat.
Nose has been
It
driving
doesn't
me
say
crazy
anything
lately.
about a Cha contest. However, everything else does say Cha contest. Like the persuade, enforce a Cha contest. To
Yeah, I was going to
convince-
say, I think all of them should be a Cha contest. I'll have to recheck
praise
that.
isn't. Praise is just.
Well, that's because it's a buff. You don't need to... No, I resist your buff! Get it away from me! You know, that you don't need to... So let's do the Cha contest. I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 3.
So here's just how this is going to work.
So I have an 8.
Wow. So here's how this is going to work. They're lycanthropes. They can't not do their orders, but they
Yes.
are absolutely convinced it's the wrong thing to do right now, so they're basically going to operate for the entire rest of combat at disadvantage.
Yes, all of them.
Yeah. That makes it their turn, I
And
think?
this, viewers, is how you operate as an orator in combat.
Yes. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Guido, it is your turn
We've
next.
experienced this before, if you recall, back in the nightclub.
Yes, that's true, actually. I remember that. The show nightclub. Where they were peddling fake drugs. It wasn't even real lace lice. It was fake lace lice.
Hold on just a sec.
Okay.
I'm sending you a link here.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll put it in Skype because it's easier.
Okay.
There we go. That's my move.
I don't even have to click it.
I know.
I don't even have to click it.
The lycanthropes say, as they see him go down,
Oh shoot, I don't remember what they say.
watch right, he's going to do a superhero then. Look.
Yeah, that's... now, Guido, would you like to be able to roll a dex save in order to not do that on top of Zariel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, hold on. Do I need to roll like
No, it
athletics or
just
something
works.
to-
It just happens.
Okay. Just because it's awesome.
Because it's awesome.
Okay.
But you do have to roll to not land on Zariel.
Okay.
Actually, Zariel, I'll let you do a dexterity save as well.
Okay. So
I'm 19.
Okay.
where are my saves?
You don't have them anymore. They don't exist anymore.
Oh, right.
The only reason it matters is you choose 2 primers. You remember that?
Right. And
So-
Dex is not one of them because
Okay.
of course
So
not.
then it's just in that case it's just flat dex for you.
Right. So it's a 3.
Very
Okay.
good.
Okay, so Zariel. So Guido, you're doing it, and you're just in the moment. You're like, yeah, and you're like inches from her when you notice her existence. Zariel, you suddenly notice that Guido is dragoon jumping basically on your face. However, you got a 19, so
Lycanthrope.
do a strength check. Do a strength check.
20. 5 and 15.
Hang on, I actually have to oppose it. That's right. I get a 12. So you see it, and you're like, and you in like super slow motion, you're like, grab the lycanthrope, and then jump out of the way. Guido, I would.
the lycanthrope and use that to propulsion myself away.
Yes, Guido, I would like
Can
you
I go-
to roll one.
Can I just for shits and giggles go careening into another lycanthrope who's caught off guard's arms as he's just like catch the little elf?
Yes,
Okay.
Guido, I want you to roll one of each of your dice to determine how much damage your hero's landing, the superhero landing, does to this lycanthrope.
What do you mean, one of each of my dice?
One of each type. D4, D6, D8,
Chandelier
D12,
damage.
All of
D20.
Just all of them?
One of each.
Doing-
You're not rolling. You're not pulling out your entire dice bag and rolling it. You get one of each.
One of each type of die.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, brother, you know how you're like, you know, I have too much dice.
Mhm.
You know why I keep collecting dice?
Why?
Because one of these instances we're gonna have a chandelier roll, and I am going to kill some stupid people
Yes.
because I have a dice full of bags. I'm gonna have to do it in the floor too, and it's gonna take me a while to add.
So I just realized something for my viewers at home. I want you to know, if you were the GM right now, I know you can't see me. If you were the GM right now, if you could decide to be mean or nice to the players in what's about to happen, because I know where this is going, which would you pick?
I thought we were drop kicking the airship to the ground.
No, I think that's plan X3-14. Don't ever
That
do
was
it.
fun. I wanted to do that plan.
Well, we've already
Well.
done step one, which is get on the airship.
That's true. You are now on the airship physically, so you can do that. I would literally require a dex save for you to teleport the three of you off in time, because it's basically a careen to the ground in a round.
No. So it would be careening to the ground with the bottom of it going down. So as long as we get
No.
on top of the ship where we had been before, our gravity is reversed too. We just jump on the ship and we will go up. And then I'll have extra time and it'll just smush into the ground and it'll be fine.
I would okay. I will accept that, but then I would require a dex roll from all three of you to actually accomplish that.
To accomplish jumping.
Yes, very, very precisely timed jumping.
Okay, so seeing as how you won't let me roll the D30.
No D100s either.
So the D4 I rolled a 2. D6 I rolled a 4. D8 I rolled a 6.
Okay.
D10 I rolled a 6.
Aw.
D12 I rolled a 7. And the D20 I rolled an 18.
So what is that total? I wasn't adding. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I wasn't either.
Whoops. You know, I just realized I should go to my combat playlist for this. Hang on, viewers at home.
Dum, 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 dum.
I just started up Chrono Triggers. Oops, let me make sure that's set up right. Which it is. Okay.
Damn it, come on. Why are you not? Fine. $43.
Hang on just a second. This is a big enough pause. I made an AFK thing here, so I can edit that out a bit. So I'm just leaving a few more seconds of black screen, so it'll be easier to catch. Okay. So how much damage did you do?
43 points.
Okay, that doesn't quite kill him. But he looks pretty damn injured. We'll make it a were-fox, specifically.
If I get a secondary action to like stand up and draw my sword,
I'll let you do like a minor action, basically.
not actually attacking, but just
Yeah, like I said, you could stand up, draw, pose.
Yep. Oh, pose? Yeah.
You can pose. Snorg, it is your round.
Oh, it's me. Okay.
You're still
well,
up on top of the ship. I want to make that clear.
Right. So Stride will peek down through the hole, just his head for the moment, and see what in the world's going on down there.
So Guido is standing on a red fox lycanthrope.
Which is on top of a plate,
which is
you can
on-
see sticking out of.
Yes. So he's on a sandwich of lycanthropes.
And he is currently being cradled by a very confused looking lycanthrope.
Yes. It will try to
That
kill
can
him.
happen in
or
6
something.
seconds. This looks like a scene from Gone with the Wind. I have one question. How are the lycanthropes standing? Are they like as proper lycanthropes in formation all ready to go?
Yes.
Okay, so you would say they're within a line?
Sure.
Because here's what I'd like to do. So we've got, I'm sure the ships and whatnot in the battles kicked up a lot of foliage and leaves and whatnot around there, which are swirling around, correct?
Hmm.
All right. So I'm going to draw those in on the winds and send them straight down the line of those lycanthropes, 10 feet wide and 40 feet long. Leaf swirl.
Okay.
Assuming this still counts as forest.
Yeah.
All right. No. That's basically what I'd like to do.
Well, how much damage does that do?
Does
And is there ability to dodge it? I don't think there is, though.
no 1d10 times level earth damage to all enemies within a line 10 feet wide and 40 feet long. So I gotta get a lot of d10s.
What level are you?
I'm level 11.
So that's a minimum. Oh, no, man, that's a minimum of 11 damage.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be really sad if I roll 11 damage.
That would be really funny, actually. And you scratch them.
Yeah, paper cuts. All right.
For reference, by the way, to make this clear, there is one lycanthrope not in the line. The
Right,
one
probably
currently
one that they've
cradling Zerial. Oh, and I guess I guess there's actually two lycanthropes not in the line. There's the one under Guido's foot, and there's the one cradling Zerial. In
Right.
confusion.
We're not gonna. We're not gonna.
Are you gonna try to deceive him? That would actually be really funny.
No.
Oh God, help!
Kill it.
Help! They're trying to hurt me! Quick, save me from these horrible people, Mr. Lycanthrope.
Frankly, my dear. All right. Here goes 11d10.
Oh my God.
That's a lot.
You know, I got an app on my phone here. Let's see what I come up
Where's the
with.
fun in that?
Granted, there is 0. Sis hates this app too.
Huh. Precisely average damage. 55 earth damage.
55?
Yes.
That will not kill them.
Okay. And with that, he'll draw his sword and leap down into the fray.
Okay.
Give another target to them. So.
It's finally their turn.
Yes.
They're horribly mutilated. Only one of the 8 lycanthropes has not taken damage. So we'll start with him. Ah! He just shoves Zerial out of his arms, finally having the ability to act, in total and utter confusion. Actually basically loses his turn, because he's just like, ah!
Have elf thing.
Go away! Oh no, I guess he won't completely lose his turn. He'll re-grab on the ground his crossbow and be like, but he won't actually get a chance to shoot or anything like that.
Elf airdrop.
The one under Guido will do a contested strength check against Guido.
To try to stand up.
To try to get the hell up. He rolls crap. I'm changing dice. Oh my God. Sis, remind me to buy some new die this year.
No.
Why not?
Because your broken die are good to me. Secretly, viewers, I went and I touched his dice and rolled them as revenge.
I knew it! It explains everything.
But don't tell him.
What'd you get, Guido?
27.
I got a 6.
So Guido.
So he's literally like flailing under here, like,
No.
completely.
Like Guido Guido, like he goes to like push Guido off and try to wiggle his way out from under him, and Guido's like goes to turn around to face the rest of the mob, and like turns and stomp and
Actually-
just stomps back down on his chest.
Guido,
Roll
I want you
awareness
to
see if
roll-
you notice the guy underneath you.
Hold on. Go ahead, Arsh.
I want you to roll awareness. No, I want you to roll a d8 really quick, plus your strength mod.
Okay. 11.
Okay, so you kill the guy
Okay, good.
the rest of the way, because what happens is he tries to push up, and you look down, and you just do that kind of stomp down as hard as you can with your metal boot. And
That's
you
good because I was going to ask if I could do that because of that.
He says, "No, my rib cage."
Yeah, you crush his ribcage. You hear it snap wetly in the room. So the rest of them are going to attack the crap out of Snarg.
What do I do?
What's your AC, Snarg? What's your AC, real quick?
AC. My shield. It is currently 27.
Okay, so I can hit that with two of these guys. 4. Okay, so 3 of them actually hit you. I'm actually astonished by this.
Sure.
Now, you don't recognize the material their expos are made of. You should loot them. Where are the rest of my die? There they are. I really do need to buy new dice. Okay, so I'll use this to do it. So that's gonna be... Where's my 10s? There. Do you have any DR, Snarg?
Not against physical.
Okay. So, 4. And... 53 damage total across
Ow!
the 3 attacks.
The materials are made out of ouch.
Yes. Also, I now require you to do a int save.
Okay. Where's my ink? There it is.
Normally, I would require you to do a constitution save too, but I think you're immune to poisons.
Yes.
So...
My intelligence roll is an amazing 6.
Whoa! Excellent. Where's my other dice? Where are all my dice? I'm actually literally missing my D4 right now. Someone roll a D4 really quick, please.
Okay. I got a 1.
In the interest of fairness, I should let you roll the int save 3 times.
Oh, okay.
So you failed 1.
I failed them all.
Okay, so for the next round, I guess, because you rolled a 1. But I'll accept it. I don't think you're lying to me. You will take additional stuff, but that doesn't happen until next round, because the way the dots
Ouch.
work.
Okay.
They moved. He's dead. He's dead. He's distracted. Zerial. It is your turn. You've just been shoved away.
Crossbow in my face.
Yeah, right in your face. You also just saw it hurt the hell out of Snarg. Actually, do me a real quick favor. Roll int, real quick. Just an int check.
I don't feel too good.
24.
Okay, these crossbows are clearly really high make, and also are woven. Even the arrows themselves are actually appearing when they pull back the thing. They actually don't have any, I shouldn't say arrows, quarrels are not there. So the quarrel, the actual bolt, is magical.
Well, they can get killed by Guido stomping on them, so they're not terribly high level. But I'm kind of pissed off right now because I've got a crossbow shoved in my face. So we're going to pull a bolt level...
This guy's at full health, I want to remind you. He's the only guy who's taken no damage this whole round. This whole combat.
Okay. Then we'll pull a flare.
You have a heavy already? Oh my god. So I don't think we've cast a heavy in the history of the campaign. I want you to both describe the effect, like read it, for our viewers so they understand, and then describe how it looks. For reference, by the way, viewers, you basically can't stealth a heavy spell because it's just too big and awesome and powerful and amazing looking.
What shape is a D10?
Diamondish. Spinny top. Spinny
This one?
top. I can't tell. I still can't tell, so I give up. Does it have a 0 on it?
Yes.
Then yes.
Okay. So, Flare, 1d10 times spell level points of fire type damage. Target must succeed 2 combinations of any of the 3 saves of DC 15 plus spell level or be burned for half time spell level rounds, rounded down. Burning does 1d10 spell level fire damage per round.
He fails 2 saves, which is the required amount.
So, I'm doing a level 4.
You can't. The minimum you can cast a heavy is an 8.
I read that backwards again. I keep doing that backwards. The minimum cast is the first level.
Yeah, the only rules I know by heart are the magic ones, because I wrote those from
I do
scratch.
level 8. 8 times 3 is 24 mana. And it's...
Yes.
Right. So wait, so you got an open hatch. So there's this huge beam of light shining out of this airship near the top.
Yes.
8 times 8 spell.
64.
Yes, fire type
Now-
damage.
I want you to describe it visually, please. You're killing him. I'll go ahead and tell you that.
So Z, yeah, I figured. Z is smiling menacingly as he shoves her away, and she's starting to lose her cool because she's getting a little angry, and so she's got little flame tips coming off the edges of her white hair. And in her smiles, she takes her hands and she holds them out like this in an offering of peace. And fire erupts out of them, engulfing him as she continues to smile nice and innocently until he's turned into a goose.
He's screaming as he dies. Then the dot hits him.
And he turns to ash. And then Z turns around and says quite nicely to the rest of the room, anyone that's still alive or breathing, and says, "Didn't I tell you this was foolish?" Because they're still under effect of demoralize.
They are. Yeah. Wow. Guido, it is your turn.
Oh, he's warping. And you're muted.
I was finding a link to something you had mentioned. The beam of light coming out of the ship.
Oh, the laser bazooka. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are now one step closer to Fallout.
Yep. Inching. Yeah. So.
So there's actually nobody else in the area?
There are. Hang on. I can count.
We're down 2.
Oh, okay. We're down 2, but the rest have taken damage.
Yeah, the other
Oh, yeah.
5 are standing right there.
Okay.
And they're like, ugh, damaged us.
So the first thing that's going to happen, I'm assuming if the Oracle thing goes off, I can still attack, right?
I'm actually going to rewrite those rules. In fact, I was going to talk about that to the end of this session.
Okay.
For right now, no, because that's the way it's going to work. Oracle would be a full round action, basically.
Okay. Then I won't do that. Well, no. I might. If I roll high, the Oracle goes off and I don't attack. If I roll low, the Oracle doesn't go off and I attack. It's a 16. The Oracle goes off.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
I'm kind of curious, too.
Okay, so it's a D.
How many more people are left alive in this room with me?
5. And plus those 2.
Oh wait, first I need to determine critical. It's a 19, so it's not a critical because I don't have the improved yet, right?
Yeah. I say, maybe you do? I'm actually looking at your character sheet too, but for unrelated reasons.
I don't think I have improved.
This is...
No, I don't.
Lycanthropes, are they immune to doom?
No. They have souls. They are living creatures.
So, I rolled a 3 on the D8, which is brimstone.
Oh, God. Okay. Please
So,
elaborate for our viewers at home.
do I have a description of brimstone? I don't actually have descriptions. I need
Oh,
to add
shoot!
those.
You're right. I never actually wrote those down. I'm sorry. It's called brimstone. You could probably picture what happens.
I'm just picturing this, like, molten ash manifesting in this hallway inside the airship. And, like, little meteors just pelting everyone.
Yeah. Or now, I don't want to take it away from you, but they're dead. you can roll the
it doesn't
damage if
say-
you want.
It doesn't say it's an area of effect.
Oh wait, hang on. Shoot, I gotta check my notes on that one. Hang on. Let me check that real quick. Because there's some that are specifically AoEs, and that's part of their point, and then some are specifically not AoE. I gotta figure out which one's which. Where's my prestige class list? Oh wait, no, that's in the base rule, isn't it? That's gonna be here. Yeah, here we go, okay. So you got Brimstone, which is that one right there. Yes, I'm sorry, that is specifically a single target.
Okay.
So you have just annihilated one guy, like, a lot.
Do you want me to bother rolling damage?
That's up to you. Did you roll the d20?
The D20 was to determine if it's critical or not.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I must have completely missed that. So, yeah, so that, you can roll damage if you want to, but that guy's dead. Like, I'm pretty sure, yes, even at a minimum damage there, he is dead.
Okay. Because I rolled 9 on a D10, so that's
He's
99.
He's super duper dead. There is
99
literally
damage in it.
not even ash. In fact, you destroyed the crossbow, so you can't loot it now.
One. There's more.
You can't loot one. Snarg, it is your turn.
All right. Ow.
The others.
Everybody seems to be in this little burning, incinerating mood, so I kind of want to get into that as well.
Oh my god, stop burning my enemies.
So Guido just did a bunch of flame and brimstone in here, right?
Yeah. There's still
wanna
ash
borrow-
floating through the
I want
air.
to borrow some of that.
Okay.
And gather
Does
those
anyone
flames.
notice the surprised look on my face?
Roll wisdom if you
I
want
just
to.
Probably,
turned to guys
but-
ash. I'm not even looking at you.
I mean, everybody's blowing up into ash and whatnot in this combat, so this is one of those things that we talk about later.
And
you
he
know?
was so violently ashed, his ash is probably floating around in the room like fog.
You also
Yeah.
don't get to loot his crossbow.
Don't breathe this. But essentially use that and do Rage of the Woods on one of the other lycanthropes.
Which is.
Flames surround and destroy the interloper, their ashes being spread throughout the woods to heal the wounds they inflicted.
Ah, yeah.
Yes.
So.
Does
Hang on, I gotta look at these.
D10 times the whole fire damage to a single enemy.
Yeah. That's the only downside with that one. It's a single enemy target. However, that guy's dead again.
But I got to roll for it because it heals me for the same amount.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the big thing.
So while you do that, I'm going to start doing rolls for the other 3 guys at this point. Wait, I'm going to use the other die because someone cursed my die. I don't know who it is, though. I don't know what
Cursed
it's done.
and disadvantage.
Yes. Which this way.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
See, why couldn't I have rolled this when I hit them all?
Okay. I know what the results of their rolls are as soon as I roll the damage for that.
I don't even need the.
Oh yeah, it's I'm sorry, Snark. I'm super sorry. At the beginning of your turn,
Yes.
before you heal, that's why this is important.
Okay.
You take damage from the dots that are on you.
Okay. How much damage do I take?
Give me a moment, and I'll roll that real quick. I'll just do this times 3. That's not that much. So 18 damage from the dots, which only lasted 1 round because you rolled a 1.
Okay. They take and then I heal up to full from.
That's just okay. I wasn't sure it would go all the way up to full, but I wanted to check.
Yeah. Because I rolled like a boss on this stuff.
Jeez. While he's doing that, Snarg, you're the target of the next attack. Well, actually, okay, so let me describe for our viewers at home. So, one of the lycanthropes is so demoralized, disadvantaged, excuse me, that he just he shoots the wall with one of his crossbow. The second one shoots that guy on accident because he rolled a freaking 1 with one of his rolls.
So he didn't actually mean to.
No, he didn't mean to. He's just and he rolled a 1, and so that first guy is now very dead. There's a magical bolt just sticking in his neck that vanishes after a few seconds, and some green caustic liquid starts coming out of his neck.
Do all lycanthropes have green blood?
No, that's the magical poison that the bolt.
Ah.
It's green until they start the TV series and then it turns another color again.
Yes, and the third one though does hit Snarg.
Oh.
I should have rolled the damage already. I need another int save, by the way.
Yes.
That's going to be 18 damage.
Does an 11 make it?
No. So give me
Minus
another
a
D4
D4.
because I don't have a freaking D4 for some reason.
4 rounds.
So for the next 4 rounds, you have a magical debuff that will hit you.
So now that it's gone off, well, I can get to that when I get to my turn.
Okay. So that leaves it Zerial. There are now, 2 lycanthropes remaining. One of them just shot his comrade on accident. The other one just shot Snarg. And it's your Zerial. Zerial, no, come back. It's your turn. There.
So, brother of mine, I'm going to use something new.
Okay.
So, you have my character sheet pulled up?
I do not. I usually don't. But I can.
In the red section of my skills, my spells and feats page, the 4th one down.
I thought I had you bookmarked. Hang on. Show all history. Z. Okay, that's not going to help. Apparently, when I look for Z, I find many. Okay, here we go. Z character Z car sheet. There we go.
I've got a quick question.
Yeah, hit me.
Does that dot damage count as magical? Or is that physical?
That would be magical damage. In fact, specifically, it
Hey,
would
just
be.
for shits and giggles again, so you get burned. That corpse is being dotted for 4 rounds. Can we have him just kind of go, like his dust go and flame?
Yes. And so that would actually happen on his round. So while all the other lycanthropes were taking their action, his corpse goes, his bones go, and just light on fire.
You got a
mind
body
what I'm doing?
exploder.
Which tab am I looking at, sis?
Spells and feats, 2nd tab, red section, 4th
Red.
item down.
Please describe for our viewers at home what you're doing, sis. No damage rolls. I know exactly what's going to happen because I know where you are on the ship. And you happen to be next to some vital systems.
So, Zariel, complete with her very innocent smile, seeing them continue to attack.
Wait. Hang on 1 second. I'm sorry. I want to switch to like a really doomy song for this, for you describing this.
Can you switch to Doom itself?
Doom, Doom, Doom? Or
Doom.
Doom?
Oh, wait, no, Bloodbath, sorry.
I was going to say, I don't have a Doom, 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 or just a Doom. I have Doom, 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 and I have Bloodbath.
Bloodbath.
Give me a second.
That very much suits Zariel's
I'm going to even
desires
turn it up
right
a
now.
little bit. Okay, so the song, it's the quiet part of the song right now.
Mm-hmm. So Zariel turns to the room very quietly, still arms held out, and she puts them together. She says, "You're all going to die now. I'm sorry." And fire, a circle of fire starts out. Wait, that one's that one. A circle of fire pops up underneath. How many targets does this hit?
There's not really a target cap.
Okay. So under each of the 5 remaining people in the room, or in the hallway that are attacking us, and any more that happen to have walked down this hallway during this encounter, within visual range, a circle of fire pops out from under them, stretching out 20 feet plus 5 per level, and I'm level
Should be 11.
11. It starts off as a 5-foot diameter pillar and stretches out to 10, and then stretches out to 15 and continues to stretch an additional 5 feet until the pillars dissipate. And the pillars will attack people, objects, buildings, animals, and grass. Everything in between.
I was just say, read the whole thing.
And everything in between equally for 1d10 times level fire type damage.
There should be a duration on that too, and I noticed there's not. That's what I mean by until it ends.
Yes, but there's no duration.
I know. I'm gonna have to figure out what that is.
Okay.
Not that it matters, because I know exactly what the result of this is about to be.
I just rolled a 9 times 11.
So, the first thing I'm going to require is from both Snarg and Guido a dexterity save
Way!
to basically jump back from the initial 99 damage.
Again, remind me what the having the special save for Dex means. I forget what that actually means in context of saves.
If it's one of your bonuses, you get a +4 to it. If it's one of your primaries, you get a +4 to it.
I'm sorry, we may not be able to drop kick the airship down to the ground.
All right. Well, that means I got a 22.
I got natural 20.
Hey!
Wow! What does that equal out in the end, I'm afraid? I still need to know.
Okay.
Because I know that's below a 20.
Hold on.
So
Song's
it's
almost
save,
over.
though, so you should be good.
No, because I still have my -8 for my armor.
I don't think that applies to Dex saves though.
You know, I think you're right, actually. You're right. I will say that doesn't apply to saves. Because it didn't apply to reflex, did it?
No,
Back when we had a reflex?
no, it was like acrobatics and that kind of stuff. Or yeah,
Okay.
armor check penalty.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's... No, you know what? So the song that just came up after that is called Blood-Soaked Darkness. I think we'll just leave that playing.
Let's see. It applies to balance climb. It's just skill checks.
Okay.
So yeah,
If-
so it doesn't
so-
apply to saves.
Okay.
So you're
If it
fine
was-
then. You're fine.
If it was to have applied to the save, that means I would have ended up with an 18. So as
Which
it
still
is-
would have been okay. But wow. Okay, so we're gonna play this song now because I am going to take control. Combat has just ended. What?
Okay.
I just lost the zoom. Where'd it go?
What? No, you're still here.
Still here.
No, you're still here.
I have lost the zoom.
Oh.
How do I go out of? There we go. There we go. Anyways, okay, here's what happens over the next several minutes. So both of you managed to jump back out of the way of the fire. We're going to go ahead and say right now that it lasts for... half your level rounded down rounds. Sis, could you make that note, please?
Half my level rounded down.
So 5 rounds at the moment. So...
Why is it half my level rounded down?
Because reasons.
Yes,
Okay.
because math. I trust me.
5 rounds.
So there's this giant. I know you can't see my hands. There's this giant pillar of flame. It's just one pillar, by the way. That's why I didn't mention targets. It's a pillar of flame. It's a giant wall of flame that is slowly expanding.
Okay. I'm
But
down.
it has busted through the walls, and then the next layer of walls, and then the next
Going up
layer
and
of
down, 'cause
walls.
it's a pillar.
And then the next
That's right.
layer of walls. No, just straight up. Trust me, this is plenty.
Yeah, that's
Until-
what I'm saying. That's what it busts up.
Until it is
goes at
actually. So everyone else, in like a mile radius, suddenly sees giant gouts of flame burst out of the hull of one of the Illuvian warships. And then, now of course they can't see that
I am
it's starting
doing a
to
really
expand
good job
those
of demoralizing everyone within a several mile radius.
You guys have about 2 rounds to get off the ship before it hits the ground.
Okay, hold on. Would now be a good time?
That's up to you. I'm not even gonna touch this. I
Because
assume you
if-
want to get the hell out of here.
If you are okay with it, I will grab everyone and
The GM will accept that. I mean, it kind of derails what I was hoping to do with the building stuff. The base
It's okay,
building and
we can get
whatnot.
back to building.
But you can get back to it. That's fine. That is up to you. I am not in any way restricting you on this.
okay. I don't want to derail the game by doing that because it's gonna like throw a wrench in everything.
Oh no, it's totally cool for reasons I'm not even going to go into right now.
Okay. Well, so I will leave it up to Snarg and Zariel.
So let me make this clear though. The first round, you two don't actually really get much of an action because you were like, Zariel, you're not fully aware of the severity of the problem. So the whole first round, none of you is doing anything to resolve this problem. The second round, the ship starts doing this, and tilting and plummeting.
Am I being tilted toward or away from Guido? And does my pillar remain upright and start
The
slicing?
pillar is staying with the ship. It's basically, think of it as being tethered to the floor where you erupted it. Okay.
Okay.
You are being flung towards the pillar.
Kind of whip the ship akinder as the ship was falling through it.
That would be hilarious, but no, because you anchor it to something basically.
I anchored it to a people who's
Yes,
now
but
cauterized to dust.
yes, they are
So
very.
technically, they don't
very-
have a location. They're just floating in air. So
But they did at the time.
So you're plummeting towards your own pillar of flame. One way or the other, this is true.
okay,
You have basically 6 seconds, 1 round,
I won't be hurt by my pillar
to
of flame.
do anything at all before this ship nosedives into the ground. And then I roll to see if it detonates. It's okay. You won't be there.
So 25, I'm assuming Dex to catch Z as
Nope.
she's plummeting past me.
Yeah. And again, Dex save, so no -8 on that.
Okay.
I'm going to try to be really specific when I say Dex check or Dex save. Int check, int save, etc., etc.
Well, I was assuming it may. I mean, since that's not a save, it's an actual action. It may have been a check. So
Nah.
that's why I was asking.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay. So I catch Z as she's plummeting past me.
Hi, Guido. I think they're dead now.
Can I grab Snarg?
Snarg?
Yes.
Like to roll, assist, grapple.
Yes, that.
I suppose I'm wondering what your plan is after you grab me, but okay.
Basically, at the moment, there's no plans in this moment. You guys have about 12 seconds to do anything at all. Actually, you have 6 seconds to do anything at all.
Okay, sure. You can grab me. I mean,
No, you got to assist, dude. Actually, I actually need a roll.
What type of roll?
Let's go ahead and make this non-reflex. This is just so. This is a dex
Right.
roll. No, dex.
Okay.
I got a 15.
Okay, so that's more than enough to reach out. So now, Guido, I still need a roll from you. This will
Straight
once
dex?
again, yeah, straight dex. Okay. This will get
But
the
it's
negative 8,
Okay.
which is why I bring that up.
Ooh.
But you're gonna get a bonus because of his thing.
I got a 17 with my negative.
Nice, nice. That's actually
We
more.
are out of combat now.
Yeah. So Guido, you successfully grab both of them. Snarg, I basically has to reach out and get you. So you're doing this thing.
Okay. I'm gonna open a portal.
So you open a
Does
portal.
This portal look like my portal.
Oh. Hang on.
Oh, I can do the thing. I can do the
Let
thing.
me roll.
How many stories on? No!
As we go tumbling
Uh,
into the portal.
Yes.
Someone pick an element real quick.
Fire!
There you have it, fire.
Okay. So
Heart.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god. Okay. The portal is very obviously pulsing with spatial energy. You've never seen a portal space with elemental energy before? And you go plummeting
I
through
have
it.
time to even think about that as I tumble through it.
Nope.
Guido, your background suddenly just...
Yep.
Yep.
And you plummet through the thing. Hang on, let me update the current location. Current location, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. I'm actually going to change
Question marks? I've been
the
here
background, too. Hang on just a second. Where's all my backgrounds? Hang on. This is great. What time is it? Let's cut this off soonish.
Yeah.
But
I was figuring this might be a good place to cut it off anyway.
I just want to start the new background really quick, because of where you are. We'll go with this one. So suddenly, there, the party is in question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, and they land on the ground, bewildered, confused, no idea where they are, no idea what's going on, and they are, no, spatial.
The Joker's place, apparently.
You're in the Joker's place. You are surrounded on all sides by an absolute font of the element of spatial, the spatial element. It's all of you have actually been to the spatial temple, so you recognize the sensation almost immediately.
Isn't the spatial temple the one that I got sent into the Whatcha-Face from?
Yeah. But you know what it's like being at the temple and feeling the massive amount of spatial energy. That's because the ley line's basically physically connected. Here, let's switch to this play song really quick. So we're going to go ahead and cut this off now that the party has ended up in God knows what, and God knows where, and I do happen to know where both are. And you guys are screwed. But before we cut it off, there's 2 more things I wanted to cover really quick. First, I'm going to roll a dice to decide if that airship went critical. I'm actually kind of nervous because this would wipe out Foxridge if it happened. It did not. Okay. I probably should have kept that quiet, but I was actually kind of relieved. Okay, so the airship did not go critical. Much rejoicing back home.
As they're all very confused.
What the hell? Yeah, literally just... Cause I want you to picture this. So you cast it, and then it expanded, and then it started plummeting, and then it continued plummeting, and then it hit. That's what, 5 rounds? That's 30 seconds. Think about that.
An airship crash.
BAM!
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So let's turn the music back down. So real quick, a bit of a rules
Why we
change.
don't make Zariel angry. Oh, wait.
What?
So in the episode that went live today, there was a comment today about how Zariel was evil.
She's so evil. Sorry.
I
just want
almost
to preface this by it was those stupid lycanthropes' fault for putting a crossbow in my face when I was trying to be nice.
I'm not sure being nice is really what you were going over there to do, but I'll accept that.
I didn't ask for your input.
It's not like they have a choice. They have to attack you. We're sorry. Please forgive us. I hope this doesn't hurt that much. Yeah, so real quick rules change thing. I just want to get this on camera. So I've decided after a lot of thought, I am going to go ahead and retool a few things to be more XCOM-y in terms of turns. I've been really loosey-goosey on what is allowed in the space of a given turn, and I've decided I'm going to go ahead and pretty much just copy the XCOM format, which is basically there's two types of actions you can take per turn, and you get 2 actions per turn. There's an action that takes up one of those actions, and there's an action that takes up both of those actions. Swift and full, we'll just call them to make it super simple, okay? Full action is duh. That's all you do on your turn. Swift action you can do, and then do another swift action. That's all there is to it. It's very simple. I will have to change a few things for balancing. For example, spells will have to be a full round action, which is why I mentioned the thing about the Oracle spell earlier. So, Guido, you and I talked about a few of your spells are swift actions, if you remember. Yeah.
Is there a feat I can take to make my spells quick actions?
Yes,
like,
actually.
I already have a feat to do that?
It's a meta magic. Yes, it does cost more mana, but yes, you could then basically double cast.
Double cast. That's always been a thing. A spell's always been a full round action.
That is true. That's why I had to make that point clear, because
The only difference is that you can cast while moving.
Yes.
With most spells.
And
that's the thing. Is movement considered one of these actions?
Yes, movement will be considered an action in this new system.
I'm assuming it's swift.
Yes, movement is a swift action, so that means you can basically double move in a turn without any penalties or anything whatsoever. Or you can move an attack or whatever. Obviously, a full round attack is going to be a full round action. I mean, duh, right? Most of this should be pretty one-to-one.
If I'm moving while casting, isn't it I get one regular move and like a half move? Like
that's why we
double one.
So if you do a swift spell, okay?
No,
then
not a swift spell.
If you do a spell, you get no movement.
I'm casting twice.
If you're casting a spell, a full round action, no movement, okay? If you do a double cast,
while I'm casting, though, you just confirmed that.
I have no idea how I confirmed that, but that is not true.
I said, but we can move while casting, and you said yes.
I'll take your word on that. But no is the answer. Movement is a swift action. Okay? Casting, without feats or whatever, is a full round action.
Okay. So how does that apply out of combat? Because I know I can cast while walking. I've done it many times.
It applies out of combat, not at all.
Okay.
You can also cast while
combat,
falling. Because that's happened more than once.
And we suddenly ended up in combat, I would have to stop where I was, turn, and stop what I was doing, and cast.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, I may or may not keep this system, but it's a nice way to solidify things, and I'm testing a few things balance-wise with it. I don't think many things need to be adjusted for that, but if you have any questions, just pop them at me, and I will do what I can, okay?
Okay.